today to start off with this mod, we're gonna start over here with a block of experience. Almost said super experience, and a blocks of super experience. You can obtain these differently. For blocks experience, you can basically just combine nuggets of experience, which you can get from killing mobs by, like, I think a deployer, or by shifting or crushing ores. But what you could do with this is you can combine it to make blocks of experience, which allows you to press these into enchanting templates. And the same thing goes for super experience as well. Just go over here, crush it, and there we go. They both have different uses, and there's different ways to obtain blocks of super experience and experience. And the nuggets experience and super experience, they're basically exactly the same. If I press U on them, you basically see this gives 3. The same thing goes for the super experience. So there's no difference in how much they give, but there is a difference on how well they are used in over there in the enchantment setup and just overall. But now for your spout, what do you use this for? Well, you can put a bucket here, and it's a good way to transfer. You get bucket enchanting, and just do this. Just spam that. You could transfer EXP with this very well. So it's a very nice way to do it. It's a very nice way. But over here we have the fluid container. There's like what, 347 buckets of experience in this, but you could basically just drain it. There's 345, 344, so you can just drain it bucket by bucket through this fluid hatch from Dragon Plus, which is going to be a needed add-on into this, but it's going to get automatically added, so don't worry. And by the way, all of this is only in 1.21.1 version, or create 6.0 for all this stuff. So yeah, sorry. But anyways, what we have over here is the experience hatch and the experience lantern. Let me copy this. There's a difference. So the experience lantern basically can just absorb experience if you just get really close. See, it just takes like 50 a second. But you can use this in like probably trains or like in hoppers. I don't know exact use for this because I haven't got really into it, but I know what this experience hatch does. Right over here, you can exceed experience exchange. So you could change it from 1,000 millibuckets. So I could just take a bucket, or it's gonna take buckets from me. Or if I shift right click, I'd take a bucket from it. Or if I set it to all, I can give it all my levels, or I can take all of its levels. And that right there is probably what, 300 or so plus levels from this. Yeah, that's a lot. But over here is the more interesting stuff. Over here we have a grindstone basically, plus a sander, plus, is that it? Plus a sander? Yeah, plus a crusher for certain things. So the nuggets of experience, nuggets of experience, you can crush into just that. And you see there's 3 millibuckets right there. Same thing again, just throw it down, get 6. That's basically what you could do. Or you can disenchant swords or any tools. So this very good sword right there is instantly just is gone, immediately disenchanted. Or you can use as a sander. So let me get some rose quartz. Just throw a piece of rose quartz on here, instantly just sand it and get polished rose quartz. So it's a very easier and cheaper way to do that. Why am I hearing music? Anyways, now that's basically just it for everything. Over here to craft these, you're going to need basically, if you want to make the grindstone drain, you just need to put the mechanical grindstone there. But to make this grindstone, you just need andesite alloy. So this is probably what, like 12? Or think it's, yeah, it's 11. You need 11 andesite to make this, which is, or make one of those, which is pretty easy. The same thing for the experience hatch. To make the experience hatch, you need basically a fluid hatch and then put a block of experience, or right click on it. If you want to learn how to make this, you just need an item drainer and a copper ingot, which isn't too hard. Or for this as well, for the experience lantern, you just need a sponge, a block of experience, and a copper casing. Which I don't think you'll be using this a lot. I think you'll be using this a lot more. But to continue on, we have the farm for the cakes enchanting. So what you're gonna need, I don't have the items because they broke, but basically say you need egg, sugar, and lapis. So you can just have these into a belt and put it into a basin that which needs to be crushed, and then you can have like a little container of XP up there, and it'll spit it out on this little thing after crafts. Watch, take one out, spits out a cakes enchanting base, and this right there. These things are used for over there, which I'll get to in a minute. You can automate sugar and eggs, which is pretty easy. There's a poultry thing I have in my mod or mod pack or server or ESCO SMP, which you'll guys see in another video. But that's pretty much it for the cakes on enchanting. I think you can also, if I put it in my inventory or if I get a crafting table. Nope. If you saw it or cut it, you can get cakes oat slicing, which is basically just quarters of it, like 250, because these are like a bucket each, but that's basically it. But over here now is the good stuff, the stuff that we've been waiting for this entire video: the enchanting and the forgery. We'll explain. This one's more important, I would say, but this one right here. How does this work? Well, firstly, you need to set the level cap from 0 to 30, so I'll put it at straight 30. And now you need a item. So let's say I want a mace. Here, let me enchant my mace for me. It takes some stress units for certain things. I think it's for the item in the back. But basically, you can use mechanical arms to like transfer items back and forth. But watch, let's see. My mace, density 5. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. But well, that's how you could do it. Basically, it's a free enchantment table, just way easier, and you don't have that whole like clunky stuff like all bookshelves around it. And how do you craft this blaze enchanter? You're going to need a blaze burner, which you need to make a blaze burner and go right click a blaze in the nether. If you don't know how create works, I can make a video on that too if you guys want me to. But now you got an enchanting table, which we all know how to make one, and then with the blaze upgrade template, which is from Dragon Plus as well, which is needed. Basically, you need to find this. I think you need to find it in the nether, maybe from, I think it's from bastions or nether fortresses. And then lastly, you need blaze rods for that. If you want me to show you again, you just need blaze rods to make another one, which isn't too hard if you have looting. But how this works is you can have an item just like I showed you, a mace, or the super enchanting or enchanting templates. So what you do is, say a reason why this isn't working is because you need to put a filter. So a filter defines what you get. So say if I put a sword, it'll give me sword enchantments. A bow, it'll give me bow enchantments. Or so on and so forth. Gold's the best thing that you can get, because gold's the best enchanting item, so put that always as your filter. So you got prop 4. And how these works are basically like books. So I could get this gold leggings and I put prop 4 in them. Just like that. But the more interesting part is when we go into basically the blaze burner. You know how the blaze cakes work? Exactly like that. They turn blue. But now they all that blue looking. Now what you do is you can use these super enchanting templates, which is the same thing, but now you can raise it to level 30 to 60, which you get the really good enchants, but you need way more. You can see how much it costs. That little meter that you see now, it says like 1,000 enchanting consume. It will cost that much of the hyper experience of the like KO enchanting. You'll see that in a minute. But right click this, I'm breaking 3. You can, if you go all the way up, you can probably get swift sneak, or you can get mending on these books. So I could just do this again, or basically the same thing like a book as well. Just gold leggings with swiftness 3 and all that. Swiftness 3. But that's basically just it for this thing. You can pretty much get most enchants in the game. You just need a lot of stuff, and it's also by probability too. But gold, you'll get the best things out of. That's pretty much it for the blaze enchanter. But I love this right here, the blaze forger. So what this blaze forger does is that it can basically, let me get another, I have to get enchanting. So base form, let me break it real quick. In base area, you can just basically, here, let me see. It works like a normal enchanting thing. You can put leggings. Here, do I have any leggings? Swift sneak leggings. I can put my swift sneak leggings and prop 4. And then it'll just put prop 4, swift sneak 3 on there. Or my swift sneak, my tongue twisters over here. But C takes 40 XP. There, boom, bada bing, and I have that. But that's basically it for most things. You could basically, and you can use these enchanting template to experience and put it on here and just combine. It's basically just a normal anvil, but when you give it a Keiko enchanting, that's when the stuff gets good. So say I have a mace, right? Let's see. I think I can use the mace with this as an example. Can I duplicate my mace? Can I not duplicate can I duplicate my leggings? Does not want me to duplicate my leggings? Hello? You could duplicate, oh wait. Oh wait, there you go. I can get density 6 and unbreaking 4. Look at this. It just combines these two maces, and right there, lightning again. And you see, these were normally blocks of inexperience. Let me break it again to show you. We'll enchant another thing. But see right here, again, density 6 unbreaking 4, which is really good. Let's see what I can grab as an example. Can I use these? No, I cannot. Let me grab my leggings real quick. So I can combine leggings, and it only takes 135 millibuckets, and it's not that expensive, but when you do it, watch. Right there. It combined it, and this turns all of it into blocks of super experience. Basically, you just need a lightning rod, and you need to strike it, blocks of experience, to turn to super experience. That's how you get those templates, that you get everything of this mod. And I forgot to mention the Blaze Forger is basically the same thing like this one, but instead of an enchanting table, it's an anvil, obviously. But right here, see, look at that. Forge completed. Block protection 5 of breaking 4. It can only go up 1 level, sadly. It can't go up higher. If there was, then I'd be way too overpowered. But either way, it's amazing because with this mod, you can combine every single type of book. So with super enchanting, I can put sharpness plus bane of arthropods plus smite, or for protection, all 4 types of protection. You're basically just immune to everything. Fire damage doesn't exist. Blast damage, just throw a charge creeper at me. All of that will be basically nothing to you. I'm currently working on that and my SMP as well. So yeah, that's basically how it works for the Blaze enchant. You can also put books on here, and if I put this fire aspect, you could just put it onto a book, which I don't know why, because these enchanting templates are basically just books themselves, but same thing. It won't strike, I think. Or no, it will strike. Every time it crafts that super experience or just anything, it'll always strike. Let's see, just like that, and bada bing, bada boom. And that's pretty much it for this. Same thing for everything else. It will have certain combinations, so make sure to get goggles, because it'll say like, oh, reasons not this working, not this working. And it'll also show you the required amount of how much. See, it says enchanting consumes this much, or it would say like combining these 2 leggings. Like, if I take them again, combining these 2 leggings would cost 135. So it's basically that. And that's pretty much it for the enchanting. It's pretty simple to recap. It's just super enchantment or templates. Go here, or you can need a filter, or you could just enchant something on the bat and it'll give it to you. You can use mechanical arms, automate it with the cake of experience. You can put this all the way to level 60 and get swift sneak and mending. Or over here you can get, and over here, sadly, so I would say that again, over here you can double your level or go up 1 level on the things. You can basically you can go a level up on any enchantment. You combine basically every type of that enchantment on a sword. You can move it from book to book, and it's way easier to enchant on things, because I don't think it'll cap you at a limit unless it tells you, unless you pass that 4,000 buckets. But that's like, wait, you're already, if you do that, you're crazy. But that's pretty much it for all of this. It's literally just it, I think, for all this over here. And if you want super experience, just lightning rod and give these things a blaze cake, which is pretty easy. We just start on over there, or a blaze cake, a cake of enchanting. But over here now is the good stuff, the printers. What I love about these is that you can duplicate them. So I have a prop 5 book, which I duplicate over there. But basically you can dupe your OP books, and you can also take enchantments. So I could take a density probably. Let me show you that. I could take this density off of this, or no, I think it's book. Oh, you can't. Basically, you can take a template like Swift Sneak, and then you can put it onto a book. If I didn't say that enough, or you can also do that with, I think, weapons or materials. But to keep going, sorry. The printer, you can print books. You can literally print enchanted books. So you could just, all this right here, all enchanted books. Prop 5 book. I could just print that. I could print mending books, any type of book. Those books that have like 100 enchantments that you saw in the thumbnail of this video. Easy. Literally, you could just do that. That's pretty much it. Your printers, you could dye name tags or copy your train schedules or your list filters, or you can copy your books that you have already written so you don't have to rewrite it all over again. And this is supposed to be a copycat board, but basically you can't use it, but you could basically copy filters. So I can copy this prop one and paste to all these, which is pretty good. But I think overall that is the whole the whole mod itself. Dragon Plus just adds on some other dyes. See, it just adds this, and I think that's about it. I think it also adds like rare packages or cool looking boxes. I haven't gotten into that yet, but that's pretty much it for the whole crate farm thing. But it's very overpowered, trust me, because I've been using it in the SMP thing, which you guys see later on, but it's been taking a little while to edit. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you want an XP farm for this whole thing that is crazy, that generates like hundreds and hundreds of levels in a couple minutes, comment below and I'll ask my friend because he made it. But I hope to see you on the next one, and I hope y'all enjoy this series because there's a lot more to come. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye! And one last thing, Proverbs 3 verse 5 through 6, and in this video with always a verse. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one. Peace.